Hello, hello, my beautiful Soul Tribe Collective. Welcome to the channel Ascend With Me Tarot. My name is Dawn. We are going to do another one of those topic readings, okay? Because we did it, my last video. I was not expecting to get that storyline about the Uncle Warlock. If y'all haven't seen that video, and if you feel like, the Divine Feminine energy of your lineage has been oppressed generation after generation, you might want to go check that video out because, wow, it definitely made a lot of sense. As I rewatched it, I was like, wow, oh my goodness. Okay, so anyways, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that storyline to come up. So I like the way we're doing it today. So we're gonna do another video and just see, what comes up for the collective spirit. See what spirit wants to talk about. Okay, so I'm calling these my topic cards. So we're gonna pull a couple topics and just dig into it and see the storyline. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you guys hit the bell notification, you will get notified when we upload new videos on the channel. And if you're returning and you haven't hit the bell notification yet, could you please hit the bell notification? Just turn it to the all. That way you'll get notified. And it actually helps my algorithms. YouTube was telling me it helps me to get my stuff seen. Alright, so, and I've really been struggling with getting it out there. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing the love and sharing the energy in that way, I would really appreciate your guys' help on that, okay? But yeah, so only take what resonates, leave the rest, you know how it goes. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to ring the bell, clear the energy, and I've already prayed and called in protection, so we're just going to dig right in, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for this opportunity. Thank you for the messages. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Father God, Holy Spirit. What is the topic of this discussion? Don't go back. This is a true ending. So if you're questioning whether it's a lover or a friendship or going back to a family situation, okay, this could be leading from that last reading I did. I don't know, but whatever's going on, if you recently went through an ending, collective, Spirit saying, don't go back. This really, truly is an ending. It's a true ending. Maybe you're feeling pulled back towards something, but you're doubting it. It gives you anxiety when you think about going back to whatever that is, okay? It's because Spirit wants to make sure you don't go back. So we're going to see what that is in just a minute. What other topic of discussion? Okay. Spirit's saying, okay, it says, we know it hurts, but you need to let them go so you can progress. So Spirit's saying this is a painful energy, and they know how hard this is for you to let this go, collective. They know, I mean, even though they're in spirit, right? A lot of our spirit team, our ancestors, they know what it feels like to be in human form. They've had their walks, right? So they can sympathize with your pain that you're experiencing. They sympathize with the draw that you're feeling to go back to this situation, this thing that's already ended, okay? They understand. But they need you to understand how very important it is for you to work through the fear, work through the pain, and allow yourself to progress, okay? Not to go back. Because whatever's going on here, this is setting up the future, okay? I'm not talking just the future of this lifetime. I'm talking like the future, I'm hearing the setup, right? Like how your planets are going to be set up in your birth chart for the future is what I'm hearing, okay? I don't know, y'all. I'm playing with the cards, but bear with me, okay? So they know that it's painful, but it's time for you to progress. It's time for you to step into a new chart, a new story. It's time to turn the page in your book, I'm hearing. And we're going to see, okay, either you or them or you may be in denial. So, whatever happened, whatever may have went down that caused you to leave that situation, collective, maybe you're in denial that it was even true. Maybe you question yourself. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? That could be the drawback. Spirit wants you to understand that what you experienced was true. What you saw, what was revealed to you was the truth. Okay, and they don't want you to deny the truth just so you can avoid this pain. Okay, because then it's gonna stop all the hard work you've put into up to this point. And if it's not you in denial, then the people that have harmed you in some way, whoever this is that hurt you, they're in denial. They may be denying their role in whatever took place. Whether they cheated on you, or they attacked you in some way, or they gossiped about you, or they sabotaged you, whatever, they could have done all those things. Whatever they did, they're in denial, and that's their burden to bear, collective, right? I think you're coming out of denial. I think you are feeling this draw to go back to this, like, but you're not. I really don't think you're going to. I feel like you are feeling like you may be questioning, right? But that's normal. You're looking for answers. You know, whatever this situation was, it was extremely painful. There was a third party involved in some way here. Yeah, family. This could be tied to that other reading I just did about the warlock. Okay, because family came in reverse there too in that reading. So this could be just a continuation of the other reading we did. It may or may not be. So take it as it resonates. Yeah, you're here to protect the children, collective. Okay? Your lineage, moving forward. If this is tied to that other situation that I read about, in that last reading, it was talking about how this warlock energy was basically setting up your lineage in childhood to experience trauma. It was a way to keep your lineage oppressed, in bondage, okay, so they can manifest off of like the energy of your lineage, right? Your light, your magic. You're the opposite, collective. You came to put an end to that childhood trauma. You came to protect children, not to traumatize the children of your lineage. You came to prepare your lineage for life, where the ones that came before you who were in power in the family room, that warlock energy, for example, they did not prepare your lineage. They didn't prepare the generations. They were siphoning. They weren't preparing. They were taking them out. They were siphoning off of them. They were depleting and draining and keeping them oppressed. But you are the chosen ancestor. You are the one who's here to protect the children. And so this family in reverse energy, either they're all still asleep or they're under deep bondage, deep oppression, and they don't see, they don't know, they don't understand. You cannot go back. You're feeling drawn to go back, but whoever's involved in this situation, they're under judgment at this time. Okay? They may be in denial that this is coming to an end. They may not even have the spiritual sight at this. I mean, the warlocks do, but like there could be some family members who have been involved in this, that it's almost like God's given these family members a blessing of no sight, not remembering their role, but they're still going under judgment, right? It's like it was like a gift for them not to have to see their role that they played when it came to creating childhood trauma for the children. But they're still stuck and going through judgment, and you're not, collective. You're the protector. You're not here creating childhood trauma. You're here protecting the children, protecting your lineage, making right the wrongs of the past by healing yourself and preparing the children for the future. This is your role. That's why you cannot go back. And even if you went back, all you would find would be your heart would be broken, because this family's under judgment. It would break your heart to have. Maybe that's why you're not even like around this energy, these energies. It's like it's almost like God knows how much it would hurt you, and maybe it would stop your progress if you had to witness some of the stuff that this family in reverse energy is having to go through. And if they are going through it, it's because they played a role in the oppression, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, they played a role. This is a continuation of the last reading. They played a role in the fraud, the theft, the lies, and the betrayal against your lineage. Okay? This is a true ending to that, though. Fifth dimension, you both made it. This is speaking about you and your twin, your higher self. You and maybe this is you and your twin. Y'all, whether you are in union at this time, but you guys both are making it to the 5D. I think y'all stepped out of the fifth dimension already. I don't think it's a fact that you needed to make it to the fifth dimension. I think you stepped down to come and deal with this issue. At least that's what I was picking up in the last reading. Yeah, angels have a message for you. So we're going to put that right there. I'm going to see what that message is. Yeah, the ones who refuse to awaken, they've gotten left behind, collective. They can't ascend into this fifth dimension. They have to go through a cycle of judgment. And there's nothing you can do about that. But what you can do is protect the children of the future. Prepare the children of the future, I'm hearing. So your angels have a message for you. I feel like you are an angelic energy. Yeah, you have, look, you hold a spiritual office, okay? Government, but that says a spiritual office. Yeah, you are of high rank, okay? So, yeah, you kind of came down to deal with something. When I say down, there is no up or down. There's just like vibrations. It's like you lowered your vibration to manifest into this physical realm it's like you're already some type of highly ranked official in this lineage. It's almost like you had to step down. It's like you had to leave your office to come deal with these people, to figure out what was going on with your children, with your lineage. Why were they not progressing? What was the blockage that was blocking your lineage from progressing? So you manifested in this realm as an angelic divine feminine high priestess energy to come and deal with this. And you've done it. And now they're under judgment. That's what I'm getting. And the ones who refused to awaken are the ones who have gotten left behind to face the judgment. Okay? So we're going to save the angel message for the end because we're going to close it on that. But let's go ahead and see what's going on. What happened between, why is Spirit telling you not to go back? Hold on, let me find the right deck here. I'm being drawn. Okay, let's look at the family first. Let's look at the karmic energies that have been playing out, that have been rampant in this family. What you came back to figure out what was the blockage. It was this warlock energy. If you go watch the last video, there's a warlock masculine energy that was basically oppressing this family. It's like he made a deal. It actually was his father or a father figure that had the role before him that made that kind of, it's like passing it down through the masculine energy. This oppression, okay? And they did it for selfish gain, not to let the feminines ascend. So if you have like family members who have been spiritual, who have been intuitive, who have gone after like spiritual careers or paths, but then they just all of a sudden give it up, right? They all of a sudden, lose their gifts, for example. Well, you can't lose your gift, but they get afraid of it. It's because these masculines of the family attack them. They don't want the divine feminine to wake up to her spiritual side, because then she's going to get the answers. So every time a feminine in your lineage steps up to the plate, she gets attacked. She gets thrown under a lot of pressure. And usually they give up. They've been giving up. They haven't been able to get to the truth, to get to the answer. Right? But you got some answers, collective. You've gotten the answers that were needed. And yes, it hurts, but you have to let them go so you can progress, right? So not just you can progress, but your lineage is progressing. These children that you came to protect are progressing. And they're denying it. This family, they're in denial. They're in denial that they're under judgment. They're in denial at their role. Some of them actually are still, like, they don't have the spiritual eyes to see, but some of them have been awake and fully aware of what they've been doing to their own lineage. Like, they did this to their own lineage. Do you know what kind of punishment that carries in the spiritual realm? Okay? It's never okay to do this to anybody, but to your own lineage, your own soul group, the ones that you made an oath to help progress, to teach, to protect, to guide. That's the abuse of power. So there's a big, big, big punishment here for this energy. Whoever this is in the family in reverse, and they're in denial about it. They won't be for much longer, Spirit's saying. Tell me about this family in reverse energy. What is the karmic energies that... It's like they've been feeding these karmic energies. Creating them. Yeah, drug abuse. I picked this up. Medicating, drug abuse, alcoholism, doubt, and fear. They've been implanting these energies in this lineage on purpose. They started with these children and created childhood trauma for these children. And then as these children got older, a lot of these people are like the adults that introduced weed to you. The adults that said, oh, it's okay, you can have one drink. The adults that were just partying and including you. The adults that included you and expected you to be an adult when you were a child. They have a price to pay for their actions, for not preparing you for life. Okay? They planted fear and doubt within you guys. Hold on, my grandkid just walked in. I'm back. So yeah. So this family, that's not really family, okay? They didn't fulfill their family role. They abused their power. A lot of these family members started very young with your lineage, planting fear, doubt, abuse, drug issues. It's the plan of it's the devil's plan, I'm hearing. And it's running rampant. It was a seed. They planted these seeds, Divine Feminine, in our lineages. In Divine Feminine, you are here. You're this angel. You're here to bring a message. The message of healing, the message of truth, the message of divine love, the message of the goddess, God energy. Okay? You're here to stop them. To cut down every seed they planted with the truth. Every lie they planted, you're here to cut it down with the truth. And you have spiritual backing to do so. Okay? So, yeah. This family, this lineage is run by doubt, doubting themselves, doubting the world they live in, fearful of the world they live in, afraid of God, medicating, abusing drugs or alcohol or their bodies in some way. This was planted in them through childhood trauma, and it was a setup. And now there's no excuse. Spirit says that there's no excuse for these people, these so-called family members who held a position of power in this lineage, who misused this position of power, who planted these seeds. They've been routed out, I'm hearing. They've been seen, they've been routed out. Their asses are getting kicked to the curb. Their power has been stripped. A lot of them, you're going to notice, are starting to pass away, I'm hearing. And if they're not passing away, they're just living really, really, really miserable lives. And that's their judgment. Yeah, they're fixated on you, Divine Feminine. Okay? This has got to do with them getting the Divine Feminines to be karmic also. So there's a lot of sexual abuse. That's another tactic, sexual abuse, I'm hearing. So you got masculine family members abusing your feminine family members. pushing it under the rug, introducing drugs, pills, fear, doubt. They didn't prepare this generation for the future. They didn't protect these children. They abused them. They planted seeds for the devil in these children. And they knew what they were doing. They did it so they could siphon off of them, so they could feed off of that fear. So they're energetic vampires. Where you're the high vibrational angelic energy, these people that did this in your lineage, they are that lower vibration. They didn't reach the higher vibration. They don't know how to reach that vibration, so they settle with the dark. They settle with the low vibration, and then they feed off of those in your collective, in your lineage, those that came along. It's like they were able to wear a mask and get away with it. I don't understand how it's possible, man. These energies are envious of you, Divine Feminine. So Spirit separated you from them because they don't mean you well, baby. And if they could take you out, they would, because they've already tried, okay? They've already tried. And if they could get away with it, they would do it now, but they can't. Yeah, they're still trying to invade your energetic space. They're still trying to watch you and invade you, but you're protected. They're vengeful. They're mad that you figured them out, Divine Feminine. They're mad that you put a stop to their plans. Now they're robotic. They're empty vessels, okay? So, yeah. They've lost their spark. They've lost I don't know. I'm hearing they're being imprisoned. They're going to be imprisoned spiritually, so it's like there's no life in their bodies. Even if their bodies are like walking around, maybe their physical part of themselves has to like experience in the physical a miserable life, but their spirit, their spiritual essence of themselves is already kind of imprisoned, right? So they're probably imprisoned in their minds. Their hearts are just dark. There's no rest, there's no comfort, there's no peace. They can't acquire that because this is their punishment. So they're probably having to walk out miserable existence in the physical, but then spiritually they're just oppressed. That's their judgment. And they're vengeful on you, Divine Feminine, because before you came along rocking the boat, before you came along looking into this lineage, looking into the reasons why this lineage has been oppressed, these energies were able to skate by. They were able to fall under the radar, right? They were able to wear a mask of being in power, okay? They were able to pass the buck, I'm hearing. They were able to plant these seeds, but in a covert, secret type of way. But they're not able to do that anymore, and they're in denial. They're in denial that it's over, but they're oppressed at the same time, so they can't deny it. You are here to progress yourself in this lineage. You cannot go back. This is truly an ending for these people, okay? They're no longer going to be reincarnated into your lineage either, okay? Yeah, they're greedy. They just did it for the world. They did it for worldly things, for gold and wealth, and not spiritual wealth, right? They're of the world. They're in the world. They thought that this world was all that there was, right? They really truly believed. Maybe they kept having to come back cycle after cycle. They never reached the spiritual realm, so they didn't realize there was spiritual realms. So they figured, well, let me just see what I can get in the physical, right? Or maybe they thought they were immortal. Maybe they did have the rights of immortality until, this happened. I don't know, man. Yeah, now they're being seen as pitiful. Pitiful for invading your space. They thought that they were going to make you bow down to them, Feminine. Right? They thought they were going to make you pitiful by invading your space, by making you stagnant so that you couldn't progress. That was their plan. Now they're embarrassed. Now these energies are embarrassed and uncomfortable. They're embarrassed and they're uncomfortable, and they're under spiritual judgment. And it feels like oppression. It's the same oppression that they put the children in your lineage under for generations. Everything that these people use to cause trauma upon the children to keep you guys from ascending, from waking up, from tapping into your own spiritual gifts. They did, I mean, everything they did in order to feed off of your power, your life force, your energy, so that like the children weren't prepared, right? That's all they get to experience all of that. Whatever they projected is now being returned to them, okay? Is what I'm getting here. And they're in denial about it. So you can't go back, Divine Feminine. If you went back, they would try to take it out on you, honey. They would literally, I mean, they can't touch you. You have so much protection, it's unheard of, I'm hearing, like, seriously. But you can't go back. This is a true ending. There is no going back. I don't think you're going to go back. I mean, I think they put you under mental conflict. You were under spiritual warfare, okay, when you were around these energies. When you were, you know, still asleep to what was going on, you were under heavy spiritual warfare, but you've already broken the cycle. So there is no going back, even if you wanted to, which I don't think you do. I mean, I'm sure you got love in your heart, right? But yeah, you're moving forward to a wish fulfillment, and it's got to do with protecting your lineage. It's got to do with bringing your lineage out of oppression, out of drug abuse, out of fear, out of doubt, out of sexual abuse, out of being fixated, out of lower energy. So your wish fulfillment is your answered prayer, which was a prayer you made, an offering you made for your lineage, right? It's like Cain and Abel, right? God accepted one's offer but not the other's offer, and it had a lot to do with like the heart of the offer, right? That's what they're showing me. You made an offer to raise your lineage out of this oppression. Whatever this other energy that was in power, whatever they were offering, it was more of the earth. God didn't accept that offer. It was a sacrifice, I'm hearing. Their offer was denied, and they've lost their rights to this lineage. They've lost their power, is what I'm hearing. Tell me about don't go back to this. It's a true ending. Yeah, it's time to reject. It's time for you to reject this, reject them, reject them, reject that way of life, reject their ways, reject their lies, reject the spiritual oppression, reject everything they've taught you, Divine Feminine. Let Spirit teach you the truth. Let God reveal through your High Priestess energy what's really going on. It's time to get away by yourself and just relax and recenter yourself for a while before getting back into your daily grind. It could mean that you need to reevaluate areas of your life, or possibly that you are settling for where you are and with opportunities being missed. So going back to this Divine Feminine would cause you to miss the opportunity for the progress. Not just for you, but for your prayer. The prayer that you've made for your children. The prayer that you've made for your lineage to come out of this karmic energy, this oppressive energy. The prayer that you made when you were asking for the answers. You're getting everything you prayed for. And the one requirement is you can't go back. You have to accept that this is an ending. And yes, it hurts. But Spirit's saying you need to let them go. Tell me about that, please. Why does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts because they're stuck. They're being left behind, and that breaks your heart, Feminine. That's what hurts, is that they missed their enlightenment this lifetime. I almost want to cry right now, man. Like, it's heavy. No matter what these people did to you or did to your lineage, they're still souls. They're souls that you've shared lifetimes with, lessons with. But remember, they had no qualms about oppressing you and trying to keep you in the dark, trying to keep you stuck and stagnant, right? It hurts that you know that you're having to leave them behind or you're going to be stuck. That's what hurts, is that they can't come with you. Okay? What's denial about? What's the denial about, please, Spirit? that they've lost their status. King of Pentacles in reverse. They're in denial that they've lost their status, that they've lost this battle. It says some people consider this King reverse to be a negative symbol, representing danger or unwise business moves. It can also indicate unfair competition and shady business practices. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? They're in denial of this. They're still trying to deny it. As they're being meted out their punishment, they're still denying it. So that's what happened. It was unfair, dangerous, unwise on their part to do this. But they did it, and so now it's time for their judgment. What is the judgment for this family in reverse energy? Ace of Cups in reverse. Sometimes a new beginning doesn't develop as hoped. Difficulties in getting a new relationship. Perhaps this is not the right time to start something new. They're being stopped by the divine. Their cup, their divine cup that once was being filled by the divine realm is no longer being filled. It's being poured out. And when God pours his cup out, it's a cup of wrath. When God fills that cup, he fills it with blessings. But when God has to pour that cup out, he pours out a cup of wrath. Right? Look what's on the bottom. Judgment. I can't make this up. Judgment represents the end of an old way of life or a cycle that is finished. It is a time to seek a new direction, to make adjustments that reflect who you truly are. This card is representative of some sort of change or transformation, likely one that has already occurred. It could mean the presence of a spiritual or professional calling and making decisions that will lead to success. This is what you're doing, Divine Feminine. You're the one who's been called to deal with this, to speak on the truth, to call it out, to change the energy within yourself, within your lineage. Whatever God's calling you to do, you're the one who's been asked to step up and be courageous, to listen to your spiritual gifts, to trust your High Priestess energy, to trust your Empress energy, to make a difference. And you've done it. And that's why this is over. And they're in denial. They're denying what they've done. They're denying that they knew that they were competing with you. That not just you, but other people in your lineage. It was unfair competition. They never gave your lineage a chance. They stopped them before they even got out of the gate because they had a one-up on them. These were children. These were spiritual beings that were born into life as a child to ascend, to learn, to overcome. And this energy was supposed to guide them through that. Not hamper them, not oppress them, not use them. Not create childhood trauma so they can't ascend. But they're denying they ever did it. They've been denying it. They've been blaming it on the children that didn't ascend, that didn't progress. That's why you came back, Divine Feminine. Go watch that other video that we made. It's definitely tied into this. Okay? You've had the strength and the courage to keep pushing through the attacks, the oppression, the traumas, the lies, the seeds of doubt, the seeds of drug abuse, the seeds of sexual abuse, whatever their tactics are, Divine Feminine, you overcame it. You're a warrior. Okay? Be proud of yourself, honey. Yeah. It broke your heart. It still breaks your heart, right? Even though your heart was broken, even though they tried to separate you from the divine, even though they tried to oppress you, stifle you, and compete with you every step of the way, secretly compete with you at that, even though they had a leg up, you still beat them. You still overcame. You still trusted in the divine. You still followed your angelic guidance. You still picked yourself up out of the swamp. And since you did it for you, you did it for all. Okay? Let's see what your angels have a message about. This is the message for you and your lineage moving forward, they're telling me, okay? So let's see what's coming in for your lineage moving forward. Look, and didn't I say you had ancestors and others that were also spiritual? Look, she's holding tarot cards. We're meant to have spiritual careers, be spiritual leaders, use their lifetime to ascend. This was what was blocked. The energy of Sachiel, the angelic energy of Sachiel was blocked from this King of Pentacles in reverse energy. This warlock energy. Okay? But now it's being released. Now it's being able to the block is being removed. And now this energy can flow throughout you and your lineage and those to come. Okay? It's all about your, look, and Metatron stepped in the, look, we got Metatron on the bottom and he's wearing the crown. He's the angel of ascension. Right? Pretty sure. Let's read those. Hold on, let me find the book. Where's the book, Spirit? I'm going to have to pause this and go get the book out of the other room. I don't know if I got it in here. Where's the book? Where's the book? Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm going to get the book. All right, let's start with 21. Wealth and charity. The perfect angel to call on in times of scarcity. Sachiel is the angel of charity and wealth. So they were blocking your lineage's wealth. Okay? Spiritual wealth. And turning it into physical wealth for themselves. Her name means the covering of God. It is for this reason that many call on her to cover them when they owe money. They owe money. Portrayed as a traditional traveler or a gypsy woman, she acts as an angelic good luck trinket and is associated with fairness in trading, business, investments, insurance, and banking. Make sure that your intentions are of the utmost good when calling on her, as she often works on reap what you sow. Well, guess what? They're reaping what they sow, and so are you, collective. They were blocking her access to your lineage. She wasn't able to deliver the spiritual wealth because this warlock, these masculine warlock energies were up to something. I don't know how they did it other than trying to, I mean, they created lower vibrational energy and held your lineage in a lower vibration frequency. It's like they stopped y'all from reaching the frequency where you could accept this by keeping you guys in childhood trauma, in oppression, seeds of doubt, and anyways. So this is about reaping what you sow. It says, when you set your intentions to align with your divine purpose for the good of yourself and the collective, she helps you become more affluent. So you are then able to assist others who may be less fortunate than you, which is the whole purpose. Protect the children, not abuse them through childhood traumas, right? Here's the message. True wealth lies within. It is time to place more value on yourself so you can be generous without feeling drained. So your energies for your lineage moving forward, collective, is no longer going to be drained, no longer going to be blocked by this King of Pentacles in reverse energy like it's done, okay? Like your wealth, your spiritual wealth is here. And yes, Metatron is of ancient wisdom. I'm just going to read the message real quick. You are crowned with the light of source because you are the divine incarnate. Walk upon the earth as an angel, and life shall conspire to lift you up. Wisdom is available to those who truly follow the integrity of their heart. All right, collective? So there you go. My grandkids are walking in the door, so we're going to get off here, and I'm hopefully going to get out of this energy. So there's the message. I love you guys. Bye.